After you complete the entirety of the main story in Borderlands 4, you'll unlock Ultimate Vault Hunter mode. This means more difficult enemies, more experience, and better loot. In this guide I'm going to show you every place you need to go and every challenge you need to complete in order to unlock all of Lilith's wildcard missions, in order to reach Ultimate Vault Hunter rank 5. This is the only way you can fight the strongest enemies and get the best loot in the game. The first two things people need to do, I'm sure most people have already figured out. You need to do the first wildcard mission, which can be accessed from the bottom left of your map. Just hold down your action button on the mission to start it. And this is just going to be a mission that you've done before, but the mobs are going to be a little bit more difficult, so there's really no need to explain it any further. After you complete your first wildcard mission, you then have to find Moxie's big encore and fight the right boss for the week. You just look for this symbol on your map, go there, and then pay Iridium to do the big encore. Like I said before, I'm sure most people have already figured that stuff out. I just thought I'll go over it very briefly. Now I'll show you everything you need to do that the game doesn't tell you in order to get to Ultimate Vault Hunter level 2. The first thing we want to do is go to the Terminus range, specifically to the top of the map here. This is where we'll find Bittervein, one of the abandoned auger mines. Once you make your way up here, there'll just be an illusionary wall you have to run through in order to get into the mine. Now all we have to do is get through all of Bittervein so we can reach the boss at the end. Killing the boss Bramble Song is one of the things we need to do in order to complete a challenge for Ultimate Vault Hunter level 2. Bittervein is a pretty easy mine to complete, it's just filled with tons and tons of kvatch. In Bittervein, if you're unsure of how to progress, you just have to find the right grappling points and they'll take you directly where you need to go. In other spots, there'll just be a couple little tunnels you need to sneak your way through. However, in this spot here, don't do what I did and just grapple the platform thinking it was a grappling hook and then just fucking die. Borderlands is pretty reasonable though, only lost $3 million. But yeah, you're just meant to grapple these platforms in order to make a way to jump across, and there's a bit of a sneaky platform at the end you have to find here. Now we've made our way through the mine, all we have to do is kill Bramblesong, who isn't very hard but is annoying just by nature of being a fucking kvatch. The next challenge we need to complete requires you to finish 2 missions in Dominion beforehand. Those missions are one gassy issue and one slimy issue, and this is because we need to unlock Locust Bombs in order to beat the next boss for the next Ultimate Vault Hunter challenge. You'll find the missions here from Beth in the Fadefields Dominion District. One gassy issue is a pretty easy mission to complete, just follow your map marker and work your way through every single objective. After you've completed this mission, you'll unlock all Locust gas canisters across Dominion City, which is really useful regardless of whether or not you're doing the Ultimate Vault Hunter challenges, because you'll be able to unlock armored doors to get to new areas and armored chests that will have some pretty good loot in it. After you've completed one gassy issue, you want to do the next mission Beth gives you, which is one slimy issue, because we need to beat the boss at the end of this quest in order to complete the next Ultimate Vault Hunter challenge. Complete every objective in the quest until you make your way to Big Thresher Omega, the boss. This bitch is exactly who we need to kill in order to complete the next challenge. Big Thresher Omega can be a little bit annoying because you have to find the Locust canisters around in order to break its armor. It'll re-armor itself whenever it goes under, so always have a canister ready to just fucking pelt at it. After beating Big Thresher Omega, the next thing we want to do is go to the Synthetic Nave in the Dissected Plateau in the Fadefields. Specifically right here, because the next thing we want to kill is the Bio Bulkhead. You won't be able to set a pin directly on the boss, but set a pin near it so you have an idea of where you need to go. There'll be a lot of order forces to kill in the Synthetic Nave, but keep pushing forwards and following your pin. Making your way through the Synthetic Nave, you want to find this specific elevator in order to get to the Bio Bulkhead. After you take the elevator, you'll then be able to pin the boss and make your way straight there. Before you fight the Bio Bulkhead, you have to buy the encore from Moxie. And if you've already beaten any boss that I've listed previously, all you have to do is buy the encore in order to beat them on Ultimate Vault Hunter level 1. The Bio Bulkhead is pretty easy, you just have to remember to use the Locust canisters to break its armor. The next place we have to go is here at the drill site at the Hungering Plain. Here we have to kill Sydney Pointy Legs, and this is the final challenge we have to complete. If you've already beaten her, just buy the encore and do it again. Now we've completed all these challenges, you can see we've unlocked the wildcard mission from Lilith, Rush the Gate. This is the mission where we have to kill Isolidate a Soul, and once again it's just a slightly more difficult version of the original mission, it's pretty easy to get through. Once you kill Isolidator Soul and complete the mission, you'll find you've automatically ranked up to Ultimate Vault Hunter level 2. Now we've reached Ultimate Vault Hunter rank 2, the first challenge we want to complete is killing Shadowpelt. Shadowpelt can be found here in Whittler's Moor in the Terminus Range in Cuspid Climb. It's easiest to reach Whittler's Moor from the Grey Havenage safe house here. Making your way through Whistler's Moor is easy, you just have to kill a bunch of Manglers until you reach Shadowpelt. Shadowpelt is a pretty easy fight, but it can be annoying because the bastard keeps going invisible. A good trick is to just proc a status effect on him so when he's invisible you can see the damage numbers. And if you've already beaten any of these bosses, remember you have to do it again on this specific Vault Hunter rank to complete the challenge. The next place we need to go is the Black Line Bunker in the Howl in the Fade Fields. The easiest way to get there is from the Shut I Keep safe house. There's armor on the door, but the locust canister you need to get through is just on this little platform here. In the Black Line Bunker you'll just have to complete a couple easy battery puzzles before reaching the Core Observer, who is the boss we need to kill for this challenge. The next challenge we need to complete on Ultimate Vault Hunter rank 2 is killing Rock'n'Roller. We can find Rock'n'Roller in the Trinket Crevasse abandoned auger mine. You'll find it in the ruined slumplands in Carcadia Burns. The easiest way to reach it is from the Judgment Lap silo. Rock'n'Roller is a little bit more difficult than the other bosses we fought previously because he has extremely high DPS, but his attacks are really easy to dodge. The next challenge we need to complete is killing Frank the Furnace. You'll find Frank at the Pitted Stain Ripper drill site in the Fade Fields at the bottom of Idolator's Noose. And I apologise for my pronunciation, I am Australian, so my ability with the English language is extremely tenuous. See, I could barely even say that fucking sentence. The Frank the Furnace fight is actually pretty hectic because 3 bosses appear and there's just tons and tons and tons of rippers. My response was to just create a total ordnance clusterfuck and just kill everything. Now that we've completed every single challenge on Ultimate Vault Hunter rank 2, we've unlocked the wildcard mission His Vile Sanctum from Lilith.
Yeah, we unlocked it from Lilith, we did. Now, if you want to get through his royal sanctum, there's a few things you're going to want to need to know.
No, I ain't doing that. Funny thing is, you probably understand me better when I am speaking like that. All you have to do to start this mission is just go to Lilith in Moxie's bar. Even though this is only on Ultimate Vault Hunter rank 2, I'd say His Vile Sanctum is probably the hardest wild mission of all of them, simply because every enemy is shielded with the one-hit crit perk, which means they're immune to every single type of attack but will die instantly when hit with a critical. It's pretty easy once you get used to it, but you want to have a weapon that's good at hitting crits. Every enemy also has a force field constantly around them, so it makes it a little harder to hit those crits. Ultimately though, it's just a harder version of His Vile Sanctum and you know how to get through it. Vilector is just a slightly harder version of the original boss and it's probably the easiest thing about the entire mission. Once you beat Vilector, congratulations, you're Ultimate Vault Hunter rank 3. Now let's move on to all the challenges we have to complete to get to rank 4. And just a little insight into my character, he's basically built around not having to play the game. He's basically just a retaliation guardian from Guild Wars 2. Whatever damage is done to me, I deal more damage back and then regain it in health and shields. So it looks like I'm doing stuff, but ultimately my only skill is just taking damage. The first challenge we need to complete to reach Ultimate Vault Hunter rank 4 is killing Battle Wagon in the Lowering March Ripper drill site. You can find it here in the Terminus Range in the Stoneblood Forest. The easiest way to get there is from the Snowy Well safe house here. After killing Battle Wagon, the next challenge we need to complete is at the Tipping Point Order Bunker. This is found here in the Idolator's Noose in the Fade Fields, and the easiest way to get there is just from this safe house right next to it. To break the armor on this door, you'll want to find your way through this large metal fan in order to find the Locust Bomb. Make your way through the Order Bunker like you would any other, then kill the boss at the end of Mimicron. Mimicron is a little pushover bitch, so you won't have any trouble with him. The next challenge is at the Old Scrape Ripper drill site, which can be found at the bottom of the Cuspid Climb in the Terminus Range. It says you can't set a pin there, however you can just walk straight in there anyway. To this challenge all you have to do is kill the Immortal Boneface. This is another very hectic fight, but it's not specifically difficult. The next challenge we need to complete is to kill Skull Orchid, who can be found here at the Embossed Fault Abandoned Auger Mine. You'll find it in the Grindstone of the Worthy in Carcadia Burn. It's most easily reached from the Rustical Hell Order Silo. The Skull Orchid challenge is pretty fun because you just get to go around and kill a bunch of creeps. The boss Skull Orchid themselves is another pushover whatever and just really easy to kill. And that's the final mission you need to complete before unlocking the next wildcard mission from Lilith. This mission is her flaming vision, the one where you have to kill Callus the Reaper Queen. The first time anyway. I think this mission's easier than the Vile Lictor one just by nature of it being less gimmicky. The Reaper Queen isn't much harder than the first time you fight her, and with your specialization rank being so high now, it's probably even easier. But now you've killed Callus the Reaper Queen, congratulations, you're at Vault Hunter rank 4. Just a quick side note, be sure to complete all the wildcard missions in one go. Don't quit in between the mission because you won't be able to load back in, you'll have to start from the beginning again. Now you've made it to Ultimate Vault Hunter rank 4, the challenges you need to complete are much more straightforward but a little different. You'll get 3 wildcard missions in a row where you just have to complete every single vault on Ultimate Vault Hunter level 4, and Lilith will give you every single one of these missions. The only prerequisite for these missions is completing every other vault beforehand. Like I said, these are all pretty straightforward, they're just a bunch of fun combat gauntlets. After you've completed all the vaults on Ultimate Vault Hunter 4, you'll get the final wildcard mission, where you just have to play the final mission of the game again but on Ultimate Vault Hunter rank 4, obviously. And after you kill the Timekeeper and finish the mission, you've done it. You've reached Ultimate Vault Hunter rank 5. And if you're wondering what to do now, well, now you can finally play the game.